Japanese craft beer has quite a lot of character, a lot of diversity of flavor. You have beers with unique Japanese ingredients. You have beers that are brewed by traditional methods, and these are some of the things that help to give Japanese craft beer its charm. Either way, I think one common thread of all Japanese craft beer is that there's a high level of drinkability, which depends a lot on Japanese craftsmanship that you see in the product. The site that I'm about to introduce to you has 4 categories so that you can explore Japanese craft beer more. The perfect beers for Japanese food, the perfect beers for American food, strong and bitter beers, and beers by sake brewers. I hope you'll explore these categories and learn more about the wonderful Japanese craft beers that you can taste for yourself in America. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about the perfect beers for American food. Yes, Japanese craft beer. And we'll hear from the brewers themselves as well. First, though, I want to talk a little bit about American food. Obviously, compared to Japanese food, it's going to be a little bit heavier, maybe a little bit more flavorful. You've got this higher component of fat, maybe salt. Think of things like bacon. Now, Japanese craft beer will still pair wonderfully with American food. You have things like native herbs, native fruits and vegetables used as adjuncts in the Japanese craft beer, and these are going to pair wonderfully with American food and bring out new flavors and new angles and experiences with your dishes. So I definitely recommend you try it. Now, personally, for me, something like pizza, I'll still go with something hoppy, but for things that are a little bit heavier, maybe with some fat components, things like burgers and steaks, I'll definitely try some Japanese craft beer with it and let those unusual ingredients like the herbs and the spices pull out new flavors. You've got to try it yourself. I definitely hope you will. And if you've got the time, please take a look at this short video. And beyond this video, again, the site is a great resource for learning more about Japanese craft beer.
こちらのペールエールでございます。
口の中を爽やかにするような効果もありますので、ちょっと臭みのあるもの、お刺身とかお寿司、それから油っぽいものですね、フライドチキン、フライドポテト、ソーセージなんかももちろんいいと思いますよ。
小江戸ビールの紅赤という商品になります。さつまいもからビールが作ることができるのかと、世界初のビールとなります。焼いて、それを細かく砕いて、それをビールの原料の一部として使っておりますので、甘み、旨み、燻製料理とか、あるいはナッツとか、ちょっと濃い味わいのものと一緒にゆっくりと味わうと美味しく召し上がれると思います。
プレミアムリッチエールになります。グレープフルーツを思わせるような柑橘系のホップを多様に使ったビールとなります。バーベキューや肉料理の時なんかに飲んでいただくと苦味が際立って大変美味しく飲んでいただけるアイテムになります。
新商品の金沢百万石ビール IPA です。麦芽もホップももう倍以上たっぷり使ってるビールなので、苦味も強いですが旨味もしっかり詰まったビールになってます。フライドチキンなんか油とスパイシーな味付けのお料理が一番相性がいいと思います。
We hope you enjoyed our introduction to Japanese craft beers. Interested in sipping some now? If you'd like to learn more about these Japanese craft beers, there's an inquiry link at the top right of the page. After you enter the necessary info, somebody will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, at the top page, there is a lineup of the available beers as well as videos.